How could an entire city transform into a fortress, resisting a seemingly unstoppable force with every street, building, and alley? Welcome to ClassBites. Let's dive into history. The Siege of Warsaw in 1939 unfolded as one of the most harrowing examples of urban warfare in modern history, where courage clashed with devastation and ordinary citizens became extraordinary defenders of their homeland. In the early days of September 1939, the German war machine, employing the doctrine of Blitzkrieg, a strategy designed for rapid, overwhelming assaults, swept into Poland with unparalleled ferocity. Tanks rumbled along broad avenues, artillery shells tore through buildings, and the once vibrant city became a labyrinth of fire, smoke, and ruin. Yet Warsaw's defenders, vastly outnumbered and outgunned, refused to yield, demonstrating remarkable ingenuity and steadfast determination in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Every ruined building became a defensive position, every street a potential battlefield. Makeshift barricades of broken furniture, masonry, and debris appeared overnight, forming complex choke points that slowed the mechanized advance of the invaders. Snipers concealed in partially destroyed structures exacted a constant toll on advancing troops, their precision contrasting with the surrounding chaos. Civilians did not remain passive. They carried ammunition, tended to the wounded, and improvised medical stations in basements and cellars, transforming ordinary homes into lifelines of resistance. The city's defenders adapted continuously to shifting battle lines, forcing the attackers into slow, costly urban combat that contrasted sharply with their rapid victories in open terrain. The physical destruction of Warsaw was deliberate and profound. Centuries-old landmarks crumbled under relentless artillery fire, erasing cultural touchstones that had connected the city to its history. Factories, bridges, and railway lines, vital to both civilian and military logistics, were systematically targeted to sever supply lines and demoralize the population. The defenders leveraged orography, the study of the land's physical features, to their advantage, using elevated streets, embankments, and the contours of the Vistula River to create observation points and defensive positions. The river itself became both a natural barrier and a conduit for the limited supplies that sustained the city during the siege, its strategic value heightened amid the chaos of destruction. Despite overwhelming odds, Warsaw's defenders demonstrated extraordinary resilience. Families defended entire blocks, barricades withstood repeated assaults, and small units inflicted significant losses on mechanized formations. The psychological dimension of urban warfare was as critical as the physical, with both attackers and defenders enduring constant fear, exhaustion, and uncertainty. Courage, ingenuity, and morale became decisive factors alongside ammunition and firepower, turning each act of resistance into a powerful statement of defiance. Civilians played indispensable roles, signaling enemy movements, coordinating supply runs, and caring for the wounded in improvised infirmaries. Young men and women became integral parts of the city's defense, ensuring that no street or building was left undefended, every stone contributing to the collective effort. The Siege of Warsaw exemplified the grim calculus of modern urban warfare. Conventional front lines dissolved into networks of streets, alleys, and ruined buildings, blurring the line between soldier and civilian. Close-quarters combat intensified, transforming every street into a gauntlet, every building into a fortress. The defenders' intimate knowledge of the city allowed them to exploit choke points and ambush routes effectively, countering the Germans' technological superiority with resourcefulness and determination. The interplay of human will, terrain, and tactical improvisation defined the battle, with the city itself becoming both weapon and shield. Although Warsaw eventually fell after weeks of relentless assault, the resistance of its inhabitants left an indelible mark on history. The defenders' determination resonated far beyond the immediate military outcome, establishing the city as a symbol of defiance and resilience against overwhelming force. Every street, ruined building, and barricade bore witness to acts of bravery, improvisation, and sacrifice. The siege demonstrated that even in the most dire circumstances, human ingenuity and solidarity could delay the advance of a superior army and preserve a sense of dignity and national identity. Warsaw's battle became a testament to both the horrors and heroism of urban combat. The destruction was immense, yet the courage of the defenders illuminated the darkest hours of the city's history. Each shattered building and every bloodied street told a story of ordinary people transformed into extraordinary actors in a struggle for survival and honor. The siege highlighted the strategic importance of urban terrain, the psychological weight of prolonged combat, and the capacity of civilians to influence military outcomes when the stakes were existential. In the end, Warsaw's siege stands not merely as a historical event, but as a symbol of unyielding human resilience. It exemplifies how courage, ingenuity, and determination can resist oppression, even when faced with overwhelming technological and numerical superiority. The city's scars, etched into streets and walls, serve as indelible reminders of the capacity for collective defiance and the extraordinary lengths to which individuals will go to protect their homes, communities, and heritage. Warsaw's defenders transformed destruction into a stage for heroism, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire reflection on the nature of resistance, sacrifice, and the indomitable human spirit in the crucible of war. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like for more interesting topics.